Welcome to the live section with the lead instructor of Business Development Academy. My name is Dayo Adetiloye, and I'm glad to be joining you tonight for this live session. The BDA is a 30-day online platform providing essential skills and knowledge for individuals and business owners to start and grow their business successfully. It's a 30-day program, and today is the review of our first week, and we are happy to be here with us. All right, so I'm going to go straight to the agenda for tonight. The first agenda we have tonight is the BDA assignment. We are going to explain it to us. What is the expectation as far as this assignment is concerned? Now we are going to get some few testimonials and feedback from you so far, how the program has been so far. We are also going to look at the benefits of loans, when it should be applied for, and tips to managing it. Also, we are going to look at how to apply for global opportunity, especially grants and other training opportunity. Then finally, today we are going to look at questions and answers. So these are the things that we are going to look together into during this coaching call. So I will first run through all that I have for us today. Then we'll open the floor for question and answer for people that would like to ask questions today. Also, this period is a period where we interact. If there are anything that you are not so clear about in the academy, especially the last concluded modules, then you ask questions. Then if you have questions that has to do with your personal business that you think we can brainstorm on, this is an opportunity for you to talk about them. All right, so the first thing I want to emphasize here tonight is our assignments. Okay, so these assignments, they are due for submission on or before 27th of July. By that time, we'll be rounding up this academy towards that time. So what are the things you are doing, you are preparing and submitting? Number one, you are preparing a business model canvas for your business. We've given you sample in the videos that you have watched. We have given you template in which you are going to use for it. So this business model canvas helps your idea or your existing business to be put together in a paper in such a way that it helps you to be able to put it together in a way that is logical, in a way that it helps you to have it. So some grant applications, they will ask you to submit this business model canvas. The second one you are preparing is a pitch deck. Somebody asked in the group if we can send you samples of pitch deck. We will try and do that for you. We have a lot of samples on Canva. The Canva that we use for the explanation of how to prepare it in a beautiful way, we have a lot of samples. So I'm going to download 1 or 2 samples for us and drop it in the WhatsApp group for us to use. Number 3 is the business plan. This also, we have put together a template for us that we can just follow the explanation and put those information there. This business plan is also needed for you to assess things like loan, grants, or investment opportunity. And that's the reason why those are the first thing we want you to engage yourself in the first week of the academy. And the last one is the social media business page. One of the modules that you are going to learn is on sales and marketing. And we discovered that some businesses, they don't have social media presence. It's very important, especially when you want people to recognize your business in the global online space. There are some businesses that they are doing well locally, but because they don't have online presence, people cannot, there's a segment of their target audience that can only reach out to them through the internet. So once you put all your business together, your assignments together, you are going to submit to bdainfo247@gmail.com. That is where you are going to submit it. And once you submit it, we'll be able to give you real-time feedback. And I also emphasized yesterday during the review that I promise anybody that want to apply for any of these opportunity during this period, that I will be able to give you feedback on it before you submit. All right. Now, let me talk about our certificate. Your certificate will be prepared and sent to you about 2 weeks after the program. So for you to have a full and correct name put together, we encourage you to send your full name, the way you want it on your certificate, on to our email, bdainfo247@gmail.com. So send your full name, the way you want it on the certificate. Just reply or just send the mail to us. When the certificate is ready, we'll be able to capture your full name and use it to prepare the certificate. So that is about certificate. Now, the third thing that I've not mentioned, but I will mention, is our digital trade fair. Our digital trade fair is simply a way of promoting our students, promoting their business idea, promoting their existing business. So firstly, I'm going to use my online presence to first promote your work. So you are going to put together an offer. An offer is what you want people to benefit from during the digital trade fair, which will be almost throughout this 30 days period. So if there is anything you are selling that you want people to patronize you during this period, so what you will just do is you can do a small flyer, then drop it in the group. I will pick it from there. Then I will use that on social media. Apart from a short flyer, if you are digitally inclined, you can do like a sales page depending on what you are selling. All right, you can do a sales page. We'll share the link. So anything that you are selling, you can actually use this period to create an offer, and we will help you to sell it. We'll promote you online. So that's the first level of the digital trade fair. Every other procedure around it, we'll communicate that to you. But at this junction, we just want to get your testimonial and general feedback. One of the feedback we got was the fact that some people could not watch the video on Seller, and we're able to respond to that by ensuring that the videos are on YouTube, and we'll put the link for us there. As from tomorrow morning, the YouTube links for second week video will be available on our WhatsApp group. At the same time, it will be dropping on Seller. So any option you have, you can use that to watch it. But we want to get testimonial now. The reason why we need testimonial and feedback at this point is also to ensure that you get the best out of this academy. We have been doing trainings in the past, a lot of trainings in the past, but this is the first time we are going to organize a structured business school online for 30 days. A lot of the trainings we have been doing, some might be for 2 weekends, some might be for just that period alone. Then there are some coaching programs we have, but this is the first time we'll put a business school together, and you are the first set of people to experience this business school. Of course, in the future, the price will not remain the same. It's not going to be the amount you paid now, but we want your testimonial, we want your feedback, we want transformation. All right. We want success stories. We want people that will say, I passed through this academy and my business turns 10. I begin to make massive revenue. My business is now well structured. It's now well put together. I now have business knowledge to start and run a proper business. That's the reason why we're putting this academy together. All right. So for the first 1 week, we want you to share your experience. Anybody that if you would like to share anything with us, you can unmute yourself and share with us. Or you can raise up your hand, I will call you, then you can now share with us. So anybody like that? I know some have already started typing and putting on the WhatsApp group, but this night we have opportunity to talk. Maybe you have experienced some business school before and you want to tell us the difference between those ones and what you are experiencing right now and things like that. Anybody want to start? So if we don't have anybody now, we can be putting our thoughts together while we proceed in the training for tonight, so that we put this one in the question and answer section. But let's hear from Emmanuel. Emmanuel is raising up his hand.
Okay, good afternoon. Sorry, good evening.
Yes, good
Once
evening.
again. First of all, I would like to appreciate you, sir, for this sacrifice. I believe is something that God has spoke to you on this, because this knowledge, this amount, we cannot buy it. But I know this purpose of this is for, let me put it this way, for kingdom growth. And we have been looking for this opportunity, even though we have been seeing opportunity based on the way the country is and the way scammers are everywhere. But you give yourself for this purpose. We pray that God will continue to be with you and give you more of the knowledge in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I say this, most of us who have been doing business, but it's not that organized. And we have the idea. And anytime you want to have a business, you discover that there is something, a lot of things is missing. So even though you are going to discuss a business with somebody and somebody said, how much do you need? The moment you mention money, the person might not able to look at you, because what is expected from you is a business plan. Because the business plan is going to capture how many people you on your own side you are going to help to. And that is why I believe some grant, they want to see those things. So this training has opened my eyes actually to be able to have things in sequence. Before we will just be mixing things, mix this one, carry this one, mix this one, because you have a lot of knowledge. People are just sharing their own idea. And the way you presented your own, it's so unique, it's so different. And I believe anybody that's going to put on this effort, it's going to achieve. So now, the some of us, as I said, we are doing business casually. Even in the rural area, you discover that those people, just like the way we are training, we okay. Let me put it. It can be like a question. Let me put it this way, because I might not have a business, but this knowledge can make me to get to the rural area, make the business to look as if I'm the one, because they might not have the tools that they will come to the central market I can be in the middle to polish the business, put it in the idea. Then me, I can go over there, get it, and project it. So that is why I'm saying it's giving me more idea, because the business me I'm doing a palm oil business, but is a rise and falling business. So, but I'm looking at another way of approaching it, even though I don't have a business to do. How can I get involved? How can I avail myself so that I can work for people to put their business in shape so that I can have more income for myself? That is just the idea I wanted to share on my own side.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. It's a good one. You can become a consultant. You can help more people with this knowledge. You see, all this knowledge you are gathering, apart from using it for your business alone, young people will come around you, they talk about business, you'll be able to give them sound feedback on their business. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. Then we have Mr. Oluwa Fola on Kando. You can unmute yourself and let's have your conversation. Mr. Choice?
All right,
Okay,
sir. Thank you very much, sir.
you're welcome.
I want to say thank you very much for the opportunity you have given us in the Business Development Academy. I'll be very honest with you, sir. When I went through the curriculum on your website, I saw the details. I was like, wow, how is this going to be possible in this short while? But just going through the videos, the modules, I've watched all the modules for the week. In fact, I've gone through the financials. The only thing I'm left to do is to go through the video on the elevator pitch deck making. But I must tell you that your content, they are so solid and they are very simple and clear, easy to understand. I want to acknowledge to you that the amount you are paid is actually a token. It's like you are just literally giving us this for free. So on behalf of other participants, I want to say thank you very much, sir. And I'm trusting God that we all are going to make you proud with the knowledge you are gaining. We are not just going to praise you, we're going to show results from the things we're going to be doing with the knowledge and the skill we are taking away from here. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you for that wonderful comments. I really appreciate. So more people as they join us will also give you opportunity to talk by the time we get to the question and answer session. So I want us to go to the next agenda for today, which is benefits of loan for business owner. So most of the time, people, when they hear loan like this, based on experience and stories of other people, they just shut down. They don't want to hear anything like loan. But one thing is certain, there are reasons why people go for loans. There are reasons why people misuse loans. And all this, we are going to look at it together today. Now, when you are starting a business, it's always advisable at that point not to take a loan. When you are just starting, maybe an idea or a business that you like to start, it's always good. Loan is not the first funding option you should avail yourself of. Loan is always good when you have something already in existence. You have good collateral, things to sustain and cushion the business. That's when you can be thinking of loan. But there are benefits of taking loan. Now, the first one is immediate funding. Loans provide quick access to funds needed for various business activity, like purchasing inventory, hiring of staff, expanding operation. When you have an existing business that is doing well and you want to expand, loan is actually one of the options available for you. And another one is business growth. All right. Business growth. We call it scalability. Loan enable businesses to scale their operation, invest in new markets, or upgrade technology and infrastructure. So let me bring it home to Nigeria. Dangote today is building refinery. Do you know that that refinery was built on loan? All right, and those loans, they are in dollars. But we know that this man is the richest man in Africa, and people still gave him loan to build refinery. People are investing into it. That refinery is combination of investment, loan, and things like that, and his own personal money. So there is a scale that you want to take your business to, that one of the options that you might just need might just be a loan. Now, another one here is building business credit. Now, once you apply for a loan and you are able to pay back, you are actually going to have what we call credit history. I met one of my mentors a few years ago, about more than 6 years now. The man is a consultant and is based in Philippines. For people that have attended our program in the past, you will have seen that I've invited him for one of those youth empowerment sessions in the past. His name is Ed Canel. Now, Ed Canel told us that the best time to get a loan is actually when you have money. In fact, when I had that one, the team burst, the team first was scatter our brain. He said, when you have money is when you should take loan. Like, let me give you an example. You have 50 million naira in bank that is saved there. He now said, go ahead, go and take 10 million naira loan. Now, one way or the other, it's going to be very easy for you to pay that money back. But what you are building is what is called credit history. A day will come that you will need 100 million. What they will look for is credit history to give you that loan. They will say, he has borrowed 10 million and he pay back. He has borrowed 20 million, he pay back. So definitely if we borrow him 100 million, he's going to pay back. And that is what is called credit history. So successfully managing and repaying loans help to build a solid credit history, making it easier to secure future financing. Now, in some countries of the world, especially the tier 1 countries, accessing loan is one of the ways they do business. In fact, in some of those countries, they will be begging you to give you loan to start the business. All right? But if you don't have good credit history, they will not give you that loan. Now, another one is retaining ownership. Most of the time, people don't want to give out ownership. If you look for investment now, an investor can come into your business and say, I'll give you 50 million, but I'm going to own 60% shares of your business. What it means is that you, the CEO, the person that has 60% shares can sack you as the CEO. Your 40% shares will remain, but you are losing control of the business. You will not be able to, they can wake up one morning and just say the way you do this is not the way you should do it, that you should do it this way. All right, so some people don't like such dilution. So they call it equity dilution. So unlike equity financing, loans do not require giving up ownership or control of the business. when you take loan, you manage everything yourself, and you'll be able to, if you know how to pay back very well, you'll be able to pay back very well. But by the time you bring in other people, like partners and things like that, and in Nigeria, for example, and Africa in extension, we have not been able to manage businesses, partnership businesses so well. All right. So because of that, some people prefer to go for loan. Now, when to apply for loan? I've said it, that don't apply for loan when you are just starting. It's not the best option for you. When you are just starting a business, loan should not be your first option. Go and start the business with your own funds. Don't worry, access to finance is one of the modules we are going to treat in this academy. So you'll be able to learn all the various forms of financing that exist and how you can position yourself for such. Now, growth and expansion. Scaling operation. When expanding to new location, increasing production capacity, or launching new product or services, then you can take a loan. Market opportunities. To seize new market opportunity that require quick capital investment, you can take loan. Managing cash flow, like seasonal businesses, to cover expenses during off-peak season or manage fluctuation in cash flow. Delay payments, when facing delays in customer payments or large upfront costs. Purchasing assets. Okay, let me talk about this. I think last month, BOI, they released a particular opportunity called rapid loan. That rapid loan is a kind of loan that they are using to support this current government, and you can access up to 10 million naira. We work with some businesses to apply for that loan. Now, one of the things they are interested in is equipment and inventory financing. So, to buy new machine, new technology, or bulk inventory at discount rate, you can go for a loan. These are opportunities you have when you are applying for loans. All right. And that is the reason why sometimes some businesses go for loan. Now, tips for managing business loan. Number one, thorough planning. That's the essence of business plan. Business plan, we factor into consideration that you are taking a loan, and we give you a loan repayment schedule. All right, so that you know that every month you are paying so amount back. So detailed plan is important, and that's the reason why if you want to get a loan, don't think about it alone. Engage consultant like us to help you to look at what you are trying to do and give you right information. Over the years, I've seen businesses receive money, especially grants. In 2-3 years, the business is nothing to write home about. I've witnessed that over and over again. And the simple reason is because when you are applying, you engage a consultant. Now, when you want to implement, you now say consultant does not know how to do business again. You did not engage consultant, maybe because you don't want to pay consultant money. And I've seen businesses go down like that. I've seen 8 million naira kind of business, a business that received 8 million naira support. In less than 3-4 years, the business is nowhere to be found. And I've seen that over and over. So you need detailed plan, realistic projections. Make realistic financial projections to ensure the loan can be repaid on time. Now, choose the right loan. There are different types of loans. Select a loan type that best suit and fit the business. So there is long-term loan, there is short-term loan. Compare lenders. Compare different lenders and loan options to find the most favorable rate and condition. There are some lenders, they will tell you they are going to charge 33%. That is killing. It's going to kill the business from start. All right. So you want to compare. If they give you some clauses you don't understand, get consultants, lawyers, accountants that can help you to read all the fine line between this loan information that you have received. Maintain good financial practice. Now, you see what I'm sharing with us now is not just for business loan alone. There are some of us, we have received personal loan as well. All right, especially for employees, you receive personal loan, you must be able to manage those loans very well. Maintain good financial practice, especially budgeting. Create a strict budget to manage expenses and ensure timely loan repayment. You are going to pay the money back. It's not free money. It's not grant. So because of that, you have to be calculating to be sure that you pay back in the right time. And if you know that your business doesn't need loan at this point, you don't need to take loan. All right, these are ways to do it. Another important one I want to communicate is communicate with lenders. This is very important. Your uncle borrow you 500,000 for you to do your quick business opportunity you saw somewhere, and you promise 1 month you will pay back. After 2 months, you did not call your uncle. You are dodging your uncle.
Dodging your uncle.
All right?
All right?
So you are dodging your uncle everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, you can mute yourself. Okay. So you communicate with the lenders. Maintain open communication with lenders, informing them of any changes in business circumstances. If you think that you need more time, please talk to your lender. Tell them that I need more time. Please give me more time. Don't be dodging them. All right? Negotiation. If facing difficulties, negotiate with lenders for possible restructuring or temporary relief. There are some lenders that you need to communicate with and tell them that they should restructure your loan. And this lender I'm talking about is not just individual people borrowing you loan. Also, banks that borrowed you loan and you cannot pay the way you have planned to pay, go and have negotiation with them. They will ensure that they give you the relief that will help you to pay on time. So before we round up for tonight's session, and before we move to the question and answer session, all right, I want to quickly share with us how we can apply for global opportunities. All right, global opportunities are opportunities like loan, grants, fellowships, trainings, and mentorship opportunity, a lot of opportunity out there. And on our WhatsApp group, I've posted the ones that I saw last week. This week, I will search the internet again to see the ones that can benefit you. All right. So when you are applying for these opportunities, these are the things you need to pay attention to. And I'm going to, it's a list. So I'm going to run you through those lists. Now, I know on this call, there are people with big business. There are people with small business. Also, there are people with ideas, all right? And all these options can attract funding. I remember when my organization won Tony Elumelu grant, we applied as a new business, as an idea. That's what we applied with. And they gave us 5,000 US dollar. You understand now? So it's not only existing business that can win grant, just ideas, simple ideas can win grant. But you need to ensure that you prepare for it. And how do you prepare for it? There are some things you need to have. So the first one is you need to register your business name. So you register your business with CSC. Now, for businesses that are just starting, you can do business name. So my organization can do that for you. We charge 30,000 naira for it. But if you are part of this academy, you can pay 27,000 naira. We'll get your business name ready for you. And it also comes with TIN. TIN is tax identification number. Now, if you want to do limited, the 1 million share capital, which is the minimum, for limited, we charge 70,000. But if you are part of this academy, we charge you 60,000 to do a limited registration for you. So that's one of the things I said I'm going to let you know about. So once you have your CSC document and your TIN, the next thing is you open a bank account for your business. All right, you need to open a bank account for your business. Even if it is an idea you have, please do what I'm saying today. Even if it's an idea, just do what I'm saying today. This is like an investment into the business. Then write a comprehensive business plan for the business and state how much you want to raise. So if you are looking for $1 million, for example, you plan your business based on $1 million. If you are looking for 100 million, you plan your business based on that. If you want to expand your business, for example, and you need $1 billion, you plan it as well. Now, create a pitch deck for the business. Pitch deck is the PowerPoint presentation. We have taught you how to do that through the video that you have watched. So you create a pitch deck. Now, some of these things, you might not even want to do it yourself. You might contact consultant like us to write your business plan for you. You might consult consultant like us to do a pitch deck for you. But what the essence of this academy is that when we present you a business plan, because you now have knowledge, you'll be able to critique it and say, this aspect, I did not like the way you write it. You didn't write it well. This aspect, I expect more from this aspect because you are now knowledgeable. Because some people don't have time and you are not consultants like us. So going through the academy helps your business acumen and business wisdom. It helps you to be able to have to critique business ideas, to critique business strategy, and also to provide advice to people in your workplace. Now, number 8, have a recognized means of identification. So most of these applications will ask you to either provide a driver's license or international passport or voter's card or national ID card. Then have a website for the business. So website is a good one for your business, no matter what you are selling. Please have a website. Website is just like your address on the internet. People can go there and go and see what you are doing. And this helps most of the time, we are in the digital age now. Once people meet you and they say you have website, they will first go and check your website. I've been to places before that people are just checking me, Googling my name, checking my website, and because they trust the information in your website. So another thing, so if it's an idea, you can create a website for it. You need a business logo, very important. Then social media account for the business is also very important. That's the reason why one of your requirements is that you submit your social media, you prepare a social media account for your business or for your idea. All right. So I will give you samples of social media accounts that you can study the way they have prepared their own basic platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, like LinkedIn. You can have social media account for your business or your idea. I'm not talking about your own personal one now, but for the business. Then business address, of course, your story. Your story is, people that win grants, there is this storytelling aspect that makes them to win the grant. You need to know how to tell your story. All right? You need to know how to tell your story. Story is more of why are you doing what you are doing? Why did you start that business? So, for example, I decided I'm going to start a business and employ people, and I'm not going to work with government in terms of being an employee. I can work with them as a consultant and things like that. The reason why I followed that route was the fact that in my family, I've watched some of my siblings that were looking for job for years. They didn't get their desired job for years. Eventually, they were engaged over time. But when I looked at it, I said, no, I'm going to do something different. And today, I started a business that helps people to solve problems and employ more people. Unemployment is a big thing in Nigeria, for example, and Africa at large. We have a lot of young people that are graduating from NYC every year, and a lot of them will not get a job. And the only option they have is to start a business. And a lot of them don't have business knowledge. For example, that is the reason why we start this academy, to give them the right knowledge to start their business. Are you getting the story now? So when you package your story, anybody reading must be able to connect to you and see that you are solving real problem. For people in the agri space, you will start your story by saying that in the country, for example, to buy tomatoes in the market is very expensive. Something that's supposed to be available. And food items are becoming expensive. They are not even available. People have money, they can't buy enough. And you are going to the agri space to solve this problem. You can decide and say you want to solve post-harvest losses problem. That means when people harvest their products and produce, before the thing gets to the market, there will be a lot of losses. For example, tomatoes, to preserve it is difficult, so you are solving post-harvest losses by creating something that can process those tomatoes into maybe tomato powder or tomato paste and things like that. So you see all these stories that I'm telling us, that's how reviewers connect to your business. Then you should employ, they are interested in the number of people you are employing, especially they want you to employ females. Females, they believe that when you empower a woman, then you're empowering the society. So they want to know how many number of females are you employing in your organization. Now, there is this annual financial turnover. In the last 1 year, they want to know if it's an existing business, they want to know how much you are making in the last 1 year. Then your management team, they want you to assemble a good team. And this is where you need to really sit down and look at your management team. If all your money, for example, if you are into fashion business, And all your management team are the people that just so. And no business development person there, no brand person there, and things like that. That means your team is not a stable team. It's not a good team. Your team must comprise of people with different skills. And that's the reason why, as you being part of this academy, you are going to form our alumni. We still want to be involved in your business. If you want us to be part of your management team, we are available. We know it's not going to be free, but we know that we engage businesses at their level. All right. So feel free to reach out to say that, okay, this is what I'm trying to build. Can we have like a monthly review of what I'm building in such a way that you can be reporting what you are doing? All these things are very important in business. For example, we as a management consulting company, we still have mentors we report to that see into what we are doing and help us to build good structures around what we are doing. Any opportunity you are applying for, they will ask for your BVN, NIN, especially when it comes to government loan. They ask for a lot of these things and all this banking loan. Then the purpose of the loan, they will ask you. So all these things you need to put in consideration. So as we begin to round up tonight, there are places you can get information on grants opportunities. There are places that can help you to get information in grants opportunities. So the first place I want you to visit, you can screenshot this place, but don't worry, I will send you this slide. I will send it to you tonight. Then this recording, I will also make it available for you tonight so that you can go to this website, opportunityforafricans.com. They publish opportunities that you can see if you qualify for. Then opportunitydex.com, then msmeafricanonline.com, then my website, dayoadetiloye.com. The difference between all these websites and our website is that dayoadetiloye.com is virtually the major website that does consulting, business consulting. So we will not just show you the opportunity, we also consult for you to win those opportunities. But all other platforms, they are just information portal where they just want you to see information. Any opportunity you see or publish, it's because we want to work with people on it. So most of the time, we don't publish opportunity every day or every week. But anyone you see that we publish, we want to really work with people on them. So follow this website. When you get there, you will see where you can drop your email so that you can be receiving email from them anytime they send newsletter. Then follow them on their social media handles. They also publish some of this information on their social media handles. Now, I must also emphasize that a lot of the grants out there, they are for ages of 18 to 35 years. Sometimes they can extend to 40. But there are some other opportunities that are for big businesses. Like I sent one of them to the group, I think yesterday or so, that is doing agricultural value chain on maize, cashew, and all that. That one is for big business. Those ones, they don't consider age. They consider people that qualify. In fact, they want consortium of businesses to come together to apply. So those are the things you need to know about. Now, as I round up tonight, I want to recommend these materials for you. The first one is a physical book called The Winning Streak. It's written by my fundraising mentor called Many Blessing. Many Blessing has won a lot of grants. The one that he started a business for 6 months, and that business won 250,000 US dollar from Google Impact. So all the knowledge he has on fundraising, he has put it together in a book, The Winning Streak. The book is 5,000 naira. It doesn't have e-book. It's just physical book. And we are the only ones selling the book. we've bought all the books from him. He doesn't, even him himself, doesn't have a copy of that book. If he needs to buy, he has to come back to us. So we are the sole distributor and marketer for this book, and we have just few copies left. So the winning streak, all right? So if you are interested, the book is 5,000. We can bill it to you through GIG Logistics, or if you are around in Lagos, you can come to our office to pick it up, or we can send dispatch rider to you. But if you are not around in Lagos, if you are around Southwest, we can still use public transport to send to you. But if you are really, really far in the north, like Abuja, Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, and the likes, we can use GIG Logistics to send it to you. Then you pay for the logistics. The second book I recommend is my latest book. Currently is ebook for now, and only few people are having access to the launch copy. It's my book. It's my latest book. I've written a lot of books, but this is my latest book, Starting Out in Life and Business. Employ yourself, build a business, make impact. So the book also is 5,000 naira. People can buy via seller, or you can just reach out to me. Once you make payment, we send the book to your email. So these are the two recommended material for now. Now, all these materials, they are good for your business development library. There's something we build here, which we call business development library. Every house should have library and should have good quality books that you can put in your library, so that when your children are getting to the stage where they can learn business, you can ask them to be reading some of these materials. It will help them early in life. You know, especially if you have children that are above 18 years old. Please don't joke with this material. Get them to start studying them very early. Engage them. The next cohort of this academy is going to come up by 1st of September. Registration has started already. So if you have people that you want them to be part of this academy, just register them. All right, register them. If any of you will bring people to join the academy, we'll still peg the price for 10,000 naira. Just register them, let them plan to be part of next cohort of this academy. All right, because of our time, it's time for question and answer, then testimonials and feedback for people that have not been able to get their own feedback and testimonials. These testimonials, by the time we finish the academy, we are going to be getting a robust testimonial, video testimonials, and write-ups, testimonials, and pictures of us in such a way that we'll be able to use it on our sales page, and also use that to get people to know that we are doing something serious here. It's not just about collecting money and not delivering value. This is a platform that really want to transform lives and businesses. So the floor is open. Two options. You can type your question in the chat box. Then if you would like to talk, you want to give feedback, you want to share testimonial, you want to comment on the work so far, you can raise up your hand. We'll give you opportunity to do that. Tonight we had about 17 or 18 people as the highest for people that joined this live chat tonight. And we want to appreciate you all. We know that it takes a lot of effort to actually commit to a training like this, and also joining sessions like this in the night like this. We just put it in this period so that people can relax and also listen to it. So questions, then any feedback we want to give. So the floor is open. The floor is open. Who wants to open the floor with comments, questions, general feedbacks. And before we close tonight, I know that it's already 9:01 here. Anybody? Questions, comments, and anybody that wants to comment, you can unmute yourself. Swift Claudia, let's have you first. Oh, okay. I think somebody is already opening. Adesua.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good
evening.
evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Yes, good
Thank
evening.
you so much for your time. In fact, sorry I didn't talk with you, but where I joined the meeting, it was great down to this time. So, sir, for me, I am a teacher. Alongside, I'm doing a lot of small businesses.
Okay.
So, to the extent that, by the grace of God, I've registered my business with CAC,
Okay.
so and so forth. And my major challenge is that the business is maybe because of time. Maybe
Okay.
because of time, the business is lacking the area of marketing. It's just my hair. Those that knows my product, they are just few, but I want my product to enter the market. That is my number one challenge. Then number two, when you talk about business logo, please, I want to throw light on it. How do I go about business logo? And moreover, I want to upgrade my registration from enterprise to limited,
Okay.
so that I can have a wider scope. Then
Okay.
also, we talked about a social business account, which I don't have. So
Okay.
I will look into that one too. Then finally, you talk about website, which I'm interested about, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Adesua. Okay, I think I'm correct. So basically, next week or this week rather, we're going to look more into marketing of our businesses. So we're going to pay more attention to marketing in our next coaching call. That's next week, Sunday. All right. So for business logo, you might need to consult a graphic designer or a brand designer to do a logo for you. Then for the social media, we'll send samples here. And if you think that you would like to contract it to someone to do for you, we have experts that we can actually recommend, all right, that can help you to set up your social media pages. Like I said, we'll send samples on the group and show you what to do. For the website, we also have experts that design websites. So we are still talking to them so that they can give us a very good discount for members of the academy. Yes. So by the time we have a good discount, we'll be able to announce it in the group that anybody that needs a website, then we'll also give samples of the website they have done so that you can check, and so that if you like any of their templates or any of the things they have done, then that will really help. So for the CAC, we said we are giving you special discounts. So if you want to upgrade to limited, it's 60,000 naira. And if you want to do a new one, it's still the same amount of money. But for outsider, we charge 70,000 naira. So that will be all for my own end. But just stay connected, and you can also chat me up on WhatsApp. We'll be following up with you on all the things you have listed.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. So who wants to go next? let's be very fast because I don't want to because this is the first uh live webinar, I don't want us to take too much of time. So if you don't have opportunity to talk tonight, by next week Sunday you will talk. But at least I need like 3 or 4 people to talk before we close the session tonight. So who's going next? Okay, Ayola Olatunji, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yes,
I
sir.
just
Good
want to
evening.
say, I just want to say thank you. Like the saying goes, big things comes in small packages sometimes. And I've had a very eventful first week. I'm looking forward to another eventful second week. Though, what I want to ask is, do we have a time limit to submit the first week assignment? Because I saw that the writing the business plan is quite involving and may actually take, it's not something that one can do on the fly like that. There are, first of all, the template you sent is quite excellent, and that video that you made on how to use the Excel, the financials is actually very helpful, but it takes a lot of thought. I've started it, but I see that when I ask myself those questions, I have to go back again. So I'm just asking, what's the timeline that we have, and if that timeline would can be extended to allow us write the business plan by ourselves, really. Yeah, because you've written you've written 1 or 2 business plans for me, but now doing it myself is quite involving, and it
Yeah.
helps to also understand that process and the business process basically. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So at the beginning of this call, we actually share the deadline to submit all the assignments. We'll just have few assignments that we have for this academy. So I will quickly take us back so that especially for people that are just joining us. So that's the first thing we looked at. So the deadline for the assignment submission is actually 27th of July. That's the last week of our engagement, 27th of July. And so you have enough time to go through the work and put it together. And the assignments we're expecting that we submit during this period is first, the business model canvas, second, the pitch deck, third, the business plan, and the fourth one is our social media account for our business. So some people already have, so you just submit what you have. Some people don't have, so you now need to create one. And we said we'll send a sample of social media businesses on WhatsApp so that we can see what people are doing. And then this is so by 27th of July, we'll be able to submit. And this is the only assignment we have throughout the academy. You don't have any other assignment again. This is the only assignment you have to submit. And we said that once you submit, we'll also be able to give you our feedback on it and all that. So thank you very much for that. Can we have the last contribution tonight? Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much for briefing. I just want you to just share more light on the certificate for the benefit of those that just joined, because you may mention something on the certificate so that they will get it too. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that. So for the certificate, what we said we should do is that number one, we know that there are special way some people write their names, all right? There are special way they write their names. So we want to get the way you want your certificate to be written. So you send that name to this email, bdainfo247@gmail.com. So you send your name there. You just say for my certificate, use this name. So by the time we are done with the academy, we'll prepare the certificate, then we'll go through your assignments, then we'll now send you the certificate. So Swift Clotier, you can unmute yourself and also make your comments and contribution as well. You have the floor. I'm not sure we can hear you. We can still hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, this is better.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
And first of all, I would say thank you so much for putting this course and class together. It was simplified. Thank you so much. Though I've dropped my question in the comment section, you did not read it, but then let me just quickly say it. I said, for someone like me who have this big picture and idea of where I want my business, what I want for my business, like an academy. But for now, due to some restrictions, financial restrictions, infrastructure, equipment, and all, so I engage in sewing, fabric sales, and then fabric illustration in my own little way. And with this, it has given me, let's say, few customers, So my question is, if I'm to write a business plan, is it advisable I write a business plan of the present one I'm doing, like the business I'm running presently, sewing of fabrics and fashion illustration and all, and at the same time write the one for the bigger picture, or I should just focus on
So
that?
can you share more can you tell us more about the bigger picture?
Okay. It has to do, it's an academy where it's not
Okay.
just the random one. It has to do with where we teach not just one skill, we teach several skills, and at the same time we infuse literacy and basic numeracy in it. For can be an adult, for children, and that's just it. What it entails. That's just a summary of it all.
So
For
in the academy, are they going to be doing fashion as well, or no fashion in the academy?
Okay, the thing is, in my head I have it been I divided it all into, let's say, normal school settings, like three terms. Maybe the first term we do the numeracy, the literacy in a way that is we can link it up to fashion. Then maybe the second term we do the skill, the vocational part, they learn different skills. And maybe the third term they channel down to just one just one. And from there, whatever they pick, we train them well,
So
the business aspect and everything.
for the literacy and numeracy, are the students going to pay?
Yes, I'm looking at the profit part of it. Yes.
They are going to pay. So the academy looks like you want to start a nursery and primary school. Is it something like that, or vocational school? Which one?
I'm looking at vocational school, not primary and secondary, because it's not just restricted to children or teenagers.
Okay. So what I will advise you do is that write on your big picture, make it a vocational school, and let's break it into departments. Break the vocational school into department. So one department should now be fashion. Are you getting it now? So the department that is fashion, you will now narrow it down, because that, as it is now, it looks like it's that fashion thing that you have started with now. And what I will encourage you to do is that in your fashion business, if you can give allowance for training, then you can add training to it. That means you teach people the fashion skill. You get now. So with that, if you start training on fashion, you are going to be designing curriculum for the fashion school. So one way or the other is education begin to mix with fashion for you. So with that, but in terms of writing the business plan, use your big picture to write it. So that would be what I will advise from my own end. Always work with your big picture. When you are implementing, you can start small, but when you are writing, make it big and let it be like that. So I don't know if there is any other person that want to say anything before we end the call tonight. Maybe you just want to say one or two things before we end the call tonight. Anybody like that as we end the call? All right, if there is no other person, we want to appreciate us all tonight for, okay, you, Anna. Okay, I see your hand. Okay, you can mute yourself. Joanna, you can mute yourself. And then why would Joanna, your hand is up. You have the floor. All right. Another thing we try to do is that once we end call like this, to we like to take snapshots, like a digital snapshots. So I don't know if you can do that for 15 people remaining. So you will need to on your video. I know it's already night some places. It's already dark already, but we just shall take the picture. We take the picture so that those are part of our documentation that we had this call tonight. Okay, let's do something like this. Okay, let me stop this. All right, thank you. So I think this is nice. So I'm going to take the digital screenshots now. Screen. Okay. If you can on your video, please do that as we do this session very fast as we save this tonight. Okay. Okay, print screen. Okay. Okay. Control S. Okay, thank you very much. I think we are done now. We are done now. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, some people are just on their own as well. Okay, so let me capture more. Okay. So thank you very much. So we meet again by next week on Zoom. Why I will send us all the information I promised on WhatsApp. Thank you, everyone, as we end the call tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And good night, sir. Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Okay.